And also, you never know with him. You watching the fight, you never know what punch you're gonna land and put dude out.
Gervonta Davis recently responded to Curmel Moton's challenge for a fight, sparking further tension between the two. Interestingly, Moton didn't appear on the Gervonta Davis undercard, leaving fans speculating about the reasons behind his absence. When a user suggested that Gervonta might have been responsible for Moton's removal, the young prodigy's sharp response ignited a heated exchange with the lightweight champion. This situation has drawn significant attention, likely due to Moton's close ties with his mentor, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who is currently embroiled in a highly publicized feud with Gervonta. Boxing News reporter Michael Benson highlighted Gervonta Davis's latest remarks aimed at Curmel Moton. The exchange began when a user commented on a tweet showcasing the full lineup for the Gervonta Davis and David Benavidez twin main event, saying, "Bro, Tank really kicked Moton off the card." Moton responded by hinting at another upcoming show, asking fans to stay tuned for more details. Shortly thereafter, Gervonta fired back, saying, said the Baltimore, "Next time be a man of your own, lil clown. Don't forget the reason why you're throwing up that ape." Although Gervonta's post was later removed, the incident continued to fuel speculation. The tension seems to stem from Curmel's decision to align himself with Floyd in their ongoing back and forth, which appears to have put him at odds with Gervonta. In late April, Curmel shared a series of photos on his social media, featuring him training with Floyd Mayweather Jr., captioning it, "Best team in boxing." Gervonta's response was swift and pointed, "Your ass won't be on the June 15th card either." The feud between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been simmering for a while, escalating from what once appeared to be an amicable split into a full-blown conflict. Initially, Davis was a key part of Mayweather's camp, and their relationship seemed strong, even after Davis parted ways with Mayweather Promotions following his fight against Rolando Romero in May 2022. At that time, the split seemed amicable, and Mayweather continued to support Davis, even during his high-profile bout against Ryan Garcia last April. However, the relationship has since soured, and their current public spat has taken many by surprise, casting a shadow over what was once a promising partnership. The tension between Davis and Mayweather recently intensified, with speculation that their conflict might be affecting those around them, including Curmel Moton, rising star in the boxing world. Moton, who secured his third straight victory at the PBC Amazon Prime debut on March 30th, was expected to fight on Canelo Alvarez's undercard on May 4th. However, recent developments suggest that Moton might not participate, sparking rumors and speculation. Davis, seemingly displeased with his protege, issued a warning that Moton might face a prolonged absence from the ring. Moton himself hinted at this when he announced, "Unfortunately, I will not be fighting next weekend on the 4th. I appreciate all of your support. Expect me back in June. I promise to put on a show." This comment has led some to speculate about a possible connection to Davis and Frank Martin's upcoming undercard. The divide between Davis and Mayweather seems to be widening, with tension spilling over into the public domain. Recently, Davis made a cryptic post on social media, alleging that Mayweather was stranded in Dubai due to financial issues, a claim prompted by a follower's comment. Mayweather responded with a series of Instagram stories, including a clip of Davis dancing, along with a pointed remark implying that Davis had a little sugar in his tank. The history between Mayweather and Davis goes back to 2015 when Team Mayweather took the young fighter under their wing, guiding him to world championship success. Now, another young talent, Curmel Moton, has emerged from the same camp. Moton, who began training at Mayweather's gym in Salt Lake City at just 8 years old, has grown into a formidable professional fighter. His journey culminated in a standout performance on September 30th last year, catching the attention of boxing fans worldwide. Moton has trained alongside Davis and has shown great respect for other top fighters like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Stevenson, in particular, praised Moton's abilities after a sparring session, highlighting his speed and skill. Despite his admiration for Davis, Moton has confidently predicted that Haney would surpass both Davis and Stevenson in a potential 147-pound showdown, similar to Terence Crawford's era of undisputed championship dominance. In a recent interview, Moton stated, "At 147, I feel like Devin's the only one big enough to go up that high. They are all great, but I don't even think they'll fight as of right now. So we'll see in the future." As boxing fans, we can only wait and see if these three fighters, Davis, Haney, and Stevenson, will eventually face off in the welterweight division, a move that would undoubtedly be one of the most anticipated events in the sport.
So some people consider Shakur, Tank, and Devin the big three. I saw some of your tweets about them. You showed them a lot of love, like you rock with all of them. If you had to put your money on the line, who you think is going to be the last one standing?
At what weight?
call it 140, 147, something like that. You know, depending on how far they go up.
At 147, Devin, I feel like Devin the only one big enough to go that high.
Yeah, Tank won't go to 47, right? But maybe 40 or something.
They're all great. I don't know. I don't even think they'll fight, really. As of right now, it don't even look like none of them gonna fight each other. So we'll see in the future.
In 2015, a sparring session between 9-year-old Curmel Moton and 10-year-old Robert Mayweather has recently sparked renewed interest in the boxing world. A tweet accompanying the resurfaced video claimed that Floyd Mayweather was present, shadowboxing in the background, suggesting that he was overseeing the young fighters. This detail added a sense of prestige to the scene, implying that Mayweather had a direct role in nurturing these future boxing talents. However, Curmel Moton took to social media to clarify the situation, revealing that the person in the background wasn't Floyd Mayweather but someone else entirely. This correction has prompted fans to reconsider the narrative and spark discussions about the importance of accuracy in sports storytelling. The incident serves as a reminder of how quickly stories can evolve in the age of social media and the significance of understanding the true context behind iconic moments in boxing history.
Right in front of it. Lean my head movement. Change your height. Drop down to the bottom. There you go. Now where there it is. And I need a hurry down after that. Come on. Get active. Stick right hand. Get active. There you go. Shoot me up.
Curmel Moton quickly stepped in to set the record straight, showing a keen eye for detail. He took to Twitter to clarify, "That's Tank, not Floyd," redirecting attention from Floyd Mayweather to Gervonta Davis, a significant figure in boxing and a key member of Mayweather's training team. This succinct correction shifted the focus to Davis, underscoring his pivotal role in the scene and sparking new conversations about his influence on young fighters like Moton. Reflecting on that pivotal sparring session with Gervonta Davis, Moton recalled the mix of nerves and excitement he felt at the age of 15. Despite the tension, the session turned into a graceful display of skill and speed rather than a battle of sheer power. Moton described how both fighters matched each other's speed, engaging in a strategic and intellectual exchange. Contrary to expectations, Davis didn't aim to overpower him, instead approaching the session like a chess match. Moton noted that Tank wasn't trying to knock him out, but was instead focused on teaching through their sparring, making the experience both entertaining and highly educational for the young boxer.
What was it like when you sparred him? I know you sparred Tank early on.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Like, replay that experience for me. Like, you coming out of it, what was your thought?
Yeah, I was nervous at first. I think I was 15 at the time we sparred, so he wasn't really like trying to knock me out or nothing like that. But we was going like, he was using the speed on me. Like, we was both like going speed for speed, and it was great. It was like a chess match.
Did you understand in that moment like why he is who he is?
Yeah, I seen why he's able to beat these guys. Then I also seen why I'm. So like, I got all this hype around me.
Sparring tales are usually confined within gym walls. But when Floyd Mayweather's protege Curmel Moton faced off against Gervonta Davis, the stakes were undeniably higher. Imagine being just 15 years old, lacing up your gloves, and stepping into the ring with a seasoned professional. For most, nerves would be overwhelming, yet for Moton, this was no ordinary sparring session. It was a cerebral battle, more akin to a chess match than a brawl. Only 2 fights into his professional career, Moton looks back on this unique encounter. Was it a daunting challenge for the young boxer, or did it cultivate a new layer of skill within him? Davis, known for his explosive power, matched Moton's pace, transforming the session into a dynamic exchange of rapid movements. Remarkably, Davis held back his full force, allowing the session to evolve into a strategic duel. Moton likened the experience to a chess match, an apt analogy for the intellectual game that unfolded. This wasn't just about trading punches, it was a lesson in the art of boxing, one that Moton clearly holds in high regard. For Curmel Moton, boxing presents a fundamental challenge, the tension between audience expectations and the artistry of the sport. In a candid reflection, Moton expressed, "I wish boxing fans appreciated the art of hitting and not getting hit more." This statement highlights his desire for fans to recognize the strategic side of boxing, which is often dismissed as boring. He emphasizes the artistry in defensive maneuvers and tactical fighting, sentiments he shares with peers like Stevenson and Devin Haney. Moton remarked, "Fans just want to see brawling. Fighters like Shakur or Devin get called boring when their fights are really like art." This contrast between the sport's strategic essence and the audience's craving for pure aggression presents a distinct challenge for boxers like Moton, who seek recognition in a sport where subtlety is often overlooked. Many aspiring boxers dream of being compared to Gervonta Davis, the undisputed face of boxing. However, Curmel Moton, emerging from the same gym, shares striking similarities with Davis. Both regard Floyd Mayweather as their mentor, a significant parallel between them. While one is celebrated as the ultimate pound-for-pound champion, the other is hailed as an emerging star. Moton is often dubbed Tank 2.0, a standout product of Floyd's gym, earning praise from many fans. Recently, the young boxing prodigy shared his thoughts on this nickname during an interview with Cigar Talk. When asked how he felt about being called Tank 2.0, Moton revealed that he used to take pride in the comparison. As an amateur, he appreciated being likened to Davis, one of the biggest names in boxing known for his high skill level. However, things have changed for Moton. He now prefers to be recognized as his own person, expressing a desire to make a name for himself rather than being seen as a copy of someone else. Despite this, Moton's reflections on boxing fans don't stop there. It's not the months of training, the fear of getting hit, or even the fear of losing that bothers him. Instead, the toughest challenge is keeping the fans satisfied. As Moton pointed out in a January 25th post, hardest part, I would say, is trying to please boxing fans. They're the phoniest expletive in the world. Moton's journey toward establishing his own identity in the sport comes in the wake of criticism directed at Shakur Stevenson after his bout with Edwin de Los Santos last year. Stevenson's performance, perceived by some as lackluster, mirrors the challenges Moton faces as he dominates his opponents in the ring. He has firmly stated his disapproval of being labeled Tank 2.0. Whether fans will heed his request remains to be seen as he gears up for his third professional bout. Moton's journey is driven by an intense desire to succeed, though he acknowledges that it's unfair to place the pressure of being the next Floyd Mayweather Jr. on his young shoulders. At just 18 years old, the Las Vegas native has started his professional career with a 2-0 record and is fully embracing the grind necessary to reach the same heights as his mentor, who enjoyed a Hall of Fame career. Moton's dedication to the sport is undeniable. When Elijah Garcia, an undefeated middleweight, fell ill in March, his scheduled fight was canceled, and Moton's match against Anthony Cuba was featured instead. This opportunity provided Moton with the exposure needed to continue his rise, positioning him to participate in more high-profile bouts. Moton's love for boxing began early, at just 5 years old, when his father, Curtis Moton, introduced him to the sport. After relocating to Las Vegas, Curtis began showing Curmel Mayweather fight videos, igniting the young boy's dream of becoming a world champion. By the age of 8, Moton was training at the Mayweather Boxing Club, where he witnessed Mayweather prepare for his historic 2015 bout against Manny Pacquiao. Moton's progress is undeniable. He has sparred with multi-division world champions like Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, alongside top contenders such as Richardson Hitchens and Kenneth Sims, as well as former featherweight titleholder Robiasi Ramirez. Leonard Ellerbe, former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, has spoken highly of Moton, suggesting that he and Mayweather aim for Moton to be among the few adolescent world champions. Ellerbe hinted that a match against current featherweight champion Lee Wood might be on the horizon, noting that Moton doesn't need 18 or 19 fights to compete for a title. Many of the champions Moton has sparred with attest to his potential, calling him the real deal. Thus far, Curmel Moton remains undefeated at 4-0. The young boxer, who recently celebrated his 18th birthday, claimed another impressive victory after knocking down Nikolai in the opening round. Moton decisively sealed the match in the second round, prompting the referee to stop the fight. This marked Moton's debut in the lightweight division, with boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. ringside to support his protege. Moton's rise has been swift, and his recent victory against Anthony Cuba during the Tim Sebastian Fundora main event only added to the growing anticipation surrounding his next fight. Despite his success, Moton remains focused on improving every day, sharpening his skills, and dedicating himself to the sport. Moton's journey is just beginning, and his ambition is clear: to be recognized not as the next Floyd Mayweather or Gervonta Davis, but as the first Curmel Moton. As he continues to rise through the ranks, his talent and dedication will undoubtedly lead him to the greatness he aspires to achieve. The boxing world will be watching closely as this young star continues his ascent.
He walked in my gym, I think he was like either 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, younger than that, okay.
Yes. Could have even been 6 or 7, but he was a young kid.
Curmel Moton's progress in the boxing world has been nothing short of impressive. He has sparred with multi-division champions like Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, as well as top contenders such as Richardson Hitchens and Kenneth Sims. Leonard Ellerbe, former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, has high hopes for Moton, aiming for him to join the ranks of adolescent world champions. Ellerbe even mentioned the possibility of Moton facing current featherweight champion Lee Wood, noting that Moton doesn't need numerous fights before competing for a title. Moton remains undefeated at 4-0, recently securing a dominant victory over Nikolai in his lightweight debut. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was ringside, beaming with pride as Moton swiftly ended the fight in the second round. Despite missing opportunities to fight on high-profile cards, including Canelo Alvarez's event and Gervonta Davis's title defense, Moton's ascent in the sport continues to gain momentum. His dedication to training and continuous improvement suggests a bright future, with many eagerly awaiting his next challenge. Before the bout commenced, fans got a glimpse of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s deep regard for Curmel Moton when he visited the young boxer's dressing room to offer his best wishes. The former world champion not only met with Moton, but also shook hands with the entire team, signaling his support. During an event at the Honda Center, a presenter asked Mayweather when he first noticed the spark in Moton. Recalling the young boxer's visit to the Mayweather gym at around 8 or 9 years old, Mayweather shared that he could see Moton's talent right from the start. Mayweather expressed his happiness at being able to be a part of Moton's life and help him progress to the next level. When another presenter asked what made Curmel Moton stand out from others, Mayweather summed it up in one word: hunger. He revealed that Moton had always shown a strong desire to be great, even as an amateur, having sparred with many different champions. Mayweather expressed his wish for the best for Moton, acknowledging the significant talent he possesses.
And I'm happy that I'm able to be a part of his life and take him to that next level.
But what about Curmel that stood out to you? Like his movement, his dedication, his commitment, like with his father? Like, what did you see when you saw him in the gym that made him stand out to you?
Hunger. He wanted to be great. He's boxed so many different champions throughout the years, even as an amateur. I just want the best for him, but
Observing a young boxer from his stable carry the torch he ignited years ago, one can easily imagine the immense pride swelling within Floyd Mayweather Jr. The fight between Curmel Moton and Nikolai Buzolin caught many off guard, especially as Moton moved up to the lightweight division for this bout. Under Mayweather's watchful eye, Moton aggressively advanced towards his 36-year-old opponent, delivering precise body shots that quickly had Buzolin reeling. Near the end of the first round, Moton's left hand sent Buzolin to the canvas, signaling the inevitable outcome. By the second round, Moton's relentless combinations forced the referee to stop the fight, sparing Buzolin further punishment. AS fans speculate on who might face Moton next. The young boxer is already preparing for his next challenge, thanks to a rigorous training camp. There's even talk that Moton might eventually face Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Meanwhile, the highly anticipated bout between Davis and Vasily Lomachenko might be postponed until next year. According to Kenny Ellis, Davis's co-trainer, Lomachenko is willing to step aside, allowing Davis to fight Shakur Stevenson this fall, with Lomachenko planning to challenge the winner in early 2025. This development has stirred excitement within the boxing community, as fans eagerly await these potential matchups. Stevenson, after his recent unanimous decision win against Edwin de Los Santos, expressed his desire to face Davis, saying it would be one of the biggest fights in years. As the boxing world buzzes with anticipation, the stakes are higher than ever for all involved. If you enjoyed this update, be sure to check out some of our other videos for more insights into the world of boxing.